From this video, you're gonna be learning the following typical themes of the Caro Kann. How to punish hyper-aggressive play in the Panov attack. How to play against knight g3 in case white avoids our typical Tartakower pawn structure. But also how to counter white's f4 push if they do enter it. How to set up your pieces against the King's Indian attack. And at the end of the video, we'll be taking down the advanced variation. Getting the black pieces and facing a 2071. Gonna be trying out the Caro Kann. And we're facing the Pseudo Panov. Gonna be playing with knight f6 and then okay, bishop c4 directly. I was wondering if this is good, but I think queen b3 is a problem, so just taking in g6. This is the line that I'm usually playing, and idea to castle. Like in these positions, h4 can be interesting, but it's not changing much. I think you can just castle. Bishop e3, it's nice, but it's shouldn't really achieve much, just defending and castling. Okay, I mean, if you're trying to learn something from this video, don't play like white is doing. That would be the easiest method. And okay, I mean, let's see if I can punish it. I guess queen a5 looks already winning without calculating. He's got king b2. Maybe bishop g4. Even a6. a6 looks good enough. Rook b8, huge threat. Okay, thank you for the bishop. That is very much appreciated. And yeah, let's get some pieces and fix the mating net, and now we can take the pawn. So okay, that was a pretty quick one. Opponent yeah, tried some interesting play, but do not try to play like that against the Caro Kann. Opens up with e4. We'll stick with the ultra solid Caro Kann, and it's time for the Tartakower variation. And they're trying to go for the knight g3 sideline, but yeah, I already played this in the rating climb before. The g6 setup is the easiest fix, but he combined it with a strange knight e2 because bishop g4 is no longer that appealing, but generally you can just play c5 when bishop g4 is not a thing. Then yeah, can just break with c5, and I think queen c7 is good enough here. Could also do knight d7. Yeah, I'll start maybe knight d7 in this game, and if bishop e3, yeah, just queen c7. Okay, I mean b4 shouldn't really be a good move. We got some like knight discoveries. Things like we could do knight d5, knight d4, but he's got rook b1 against all of them. Another move that I can do is a5, trying to undermine and kind of forcing c3. We've got a lot of compensation in all the lines. I think I'll just play queen c7, maybe just playing it positionally. Maybe that's a mistake though, because I allowed him to get away with bishop b2 and close the diagonal. Still, like knight e5 looks kind of nice for me. Hitting the bishop, and if bishop b3, well, I wanted rook d8, but then he's got bishop e5. I forgot about that, so we'll need to start with like bishop g4. And then if h3, we're playing rook d8. Same thing, and if queen e1, just bishop back. Maybe all the way to c8. Goes to c1, I think we can do the same. Just go back all the way. That's why I use the a rook, so the rooks are nicely connected. We're having a very strange position on the board, but if I get to play knight d5 on the next move, I think we're gonna be doing quite well. And even though he's up a pawn, I'm not sure how good his position really is. because it's full of weaknesses. Just knight d5, hitting the queen and also defending this guy. And bishop takes would definitely be a big positional concession for my opponent, because he's gonna lose control over the light squares. And yeah, now knight c4 is maybe big threat. He's got still queen e4, so maybe not that terrible, but something to keep an eye on. On knight f4, can simply step back, and we're having all this kind of ideas. Knight c4 seems to be winning on the spot right now. I don't think I'm missing anything, and this is a pretty decisive double attack. Also, like, the knight on f4 will be loose. This is just a disaster for white right now. But okay, I mean, I don't think his position was any good. It's just that he had the extra pawn. Which, you know, sometimes is nice, but being up a pawn doesn't necessarily mean you're having a good position. And just rook d5, and yeah, he tried to counterattack my queen, but we can just take, and he's still having the queen under attack, and yeah, we're just up a queen now. Wait, more stuff to come, I guess. And he also presses the resign button. Okay, we've got a nice little 20 mover. Black pieces. Try out the Caro Kann. 2 knights maybe. Okay, back to classical. Hoping we can get into the Tartakower. Yeah, we do get the good old line. Against this, I think maybe throwing in the check is not bad. Also, after knight f3, queen e7, maybe that is where it's more effective, but just gonna be playing it normal fashion. I think rook e8. I'm always wondering if they have bishop f7 ideas in these lines with the bishop on c4. Here it clearly doesn't work, but I'll just start with knight d7, and normally, like, the maneuver is to get a knight this way, but against this specific line might be better to get it to like d5, because knight b6 comes with the tempo. So could also play knight f8. I think both are fine. I'll stick with the standard route. Yeah, we're gonna be getting like a bit of strange positions with the knight on g3. Okay, opponent plays f4. I think f5, and then this is not bad. I think it's good to fix for some reason. I don't know. I had something similar at some point, but hard to tell. Okay, this is just making my idea better, I thought. And queen h6 is not really a good move, I think. Because, yeah, the queen looked kind of misplaced, and I can easily reroute the bishop, for instance. And okay, he goes back. Now, it's true, I'm kind of skeptical about going h5, because he can sack the piece, but I also don't think it is that strong.
Two hours later.
Okay, we're back. Could play bishop e7. Yeah, I'm like really thinking about it, just to like reroute the bishop. I know he's gonna be playing with c3. Also, another idea is bishop e6 and take with a knight. Oh, by the way, funny move. With the idea to play queen d4 and take. But like, problem is bishop c5 has bishop f7, and that is actually annoying. Bishop c5 otherwise would have been a nice move. Okay, you need to speed up, because like, yeah, no time. Bishop e6. Badur is calling to play hand and brain. Exactly. Told him I'm busy with the rating climb though. Some other time. Would love to do it some other time. Okay, bishop c7 to b6. Maybe it's better. Taking free pawn, queen b2. Oh, I blundered the rook b1. Shit. Okay, maybe at least try to take as many pawns as I can. This was actually might have been a good move. Ooh, that is bit of a sign of desperation, but like bishop takes, he's got bishop c3 that need to keep an eye on. I mean, it's still not mate. Can play queen c2 and check. I have knight g6. Oh wow, he didn't even play bishop c3. That's interesting. Okay, there's no way I'm getting mated, but how do we win? Rook e2. Okay, I'll start knight g6, feels useful. Or I mean rook e2. Oh, rook e2 is just queen g4. What am I saying? Jesus, I almost blundered my full rook. Almost blundered full rook. Jesus. Queen d4. Need to win this game. Not winning this would make me feel pretty bad. Okay, bishop is kind of doomed. He can't really move it because of queen d1. Not really threatening to take, but we've got very good control over the position. Just queen d3. Wait, queen f6, but rook e2 now and queen d1. He wants f5, but maybe f5 is interesting. Do we have like queen h3 like in the books? Has queen d8 and it doesn't work. Too bad. So rook d2 fg. Fg, we're getting mated now. Gosh. Have to play queen d6 and queen d6, rook d6 wins. Obviously this is big flat. 27 seconds left. Still not an easy win with no increment, but I'll do my best. At least we're stopping his pawns. Yeah, just taking on d2. King f8 important. Has to trade a pair of rooks. Then we collect his pawn. Should be easy win. Okay. I just felt like I'd play rook f2 for some reason. Rook f4. Yeah, that is mate. Alright, that was good. They should get a game in time. Strange one. Opponent blunder like heavily. I don't know. I hope it was somewhat instructive. I think f5 was a good move. I'll just quickly hop into the analysis tab for that. But okay, on f4 you see f5 was best move, so at least I'm happy for that. Might throw this game in onto YouTube, but I'm like not sure. He wasn't that instructive, I felt like. And okay, he just like blundered quite massively. He blundered deep one as well. Like he's supposed to play c3 and then yeah, just bringing the knight is actually powerful. I think I would have played this. And then this I had in mind. And knight e2, okay, I mean to me it didn't really seem like a -1, even though I feel like I have a good position. Wasn't really evaluating it as a -2 almost. Gotta be honest with you. Time to try out the Caro Kann. And we're seeing a bit of a sideline with d3. He's gonna be going for the King's Indian attack, which I have mixed feelings about because he's gonna be getting like a pretty easy opening. We're gonna be having an equal position and I don't really have that much experience playing those. So generally they have better chances of outplaying me if they know the positions really well. But I guess what we can do is just hope that opponent is just trying out this line. Because usually when I'm playing against, let's say like an IM that plays only this kind of stuff as white, well, I get a good position theoretically speaking, but it's not that easy to play because the plans are not all that standard. So usually we set up the pieces like this. We play rook e8, bishop f8, we push a5, a4, and black is getting a very comfortable position. We see h3. Yeah, just bishop f8 is sort of the standard move. And like also in a lot of structures, a5, knight a6, we take on e4. That is what you'll notice. And knight goes to c5 and we just try to play it very, very solid. It's not that much of an exciting game, but the opponent is spicing things up with f4, which I think should be kind of inaccurate. I feel like there should be some kind of way to punish these pawns, but maybe there's none. But I have a feeling like we can go check, king h2. Okay, so how about we take? And if they take this way? Okay, he takes with a knight, interesting. Because like if he was taking with a pawn, had bishop c5, king h2, knight g4 maybe, and somehow play for a mating attack. That was maybe a thing. So he takes with a knight though, which we are quite happy to see because this means he's not getting those amazing pawns on f4 and e4. And now thinking d, knight takes, bishop takes. How do we play that position? Could also just play knight a6 maybe as a sort of a waiting move. Yeah, this is the kind of position where I would really like to have some more time to figure it out, but we don't, so have to come up with a plan. Okay, just knight a6 I think. Trying to keep tension, and if he takes, we take. Maybe with the c-pawn. Otherwise, idea to bring the knight and then d. Just taking. Just trying to keep a solid position pretty much. Bishop may develop to e6 simply, allowing knight takes. We take with a rook in that case. Maybe taking with a pawn was actually interesting. Probably I should have considered it more, but I'm just trying to speed up a bit because spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to deal with this really non-standard situation. So I can give a check. If d4 bishop e7, I guess we won the e4 square. And if king h2, yeah, maybe I would have played h6. So yeah, now the knight is ready to jump on e4, which is kind of a nice square, hitting the pawn on g3. So maybe he has to even take on f6, which is not amazing. Like knight e2 maybe is a candidate, but it's a backward move. I don't really love it. Maybe we'll just play rook c8 in that position. Or maybe even queen b6, hitting both pawns, and he's gonna have to play knight b3 probably. Knight e5. I think I have knight e4, but he has knight f7. Ah, he's got knight f7. Okay, maybe h6. Okay, queen b6. How about queen b6? So queen b6 hitting the pawn and also creating a hidden threat. I think he's gonna have to play something like that. Are we actually gonna take on b2 in that scenario? Okay, just taking. He can't move the knight because this drops, I guess, or okay, knight f3 we would be happy to see. Maybe he's got rook f6 and rook f6, knight d7. Rook f6 could take with a g pawn. Okay. I guess he forgot about the hidden threat. And now we are up a free piece with what looks to be a winning position. Rook g5 next after he moves the bishop. Wait, what is this? This is some bluffing going on. This must be precise, and bishop a6, rook d4. Need to keep composure. Maybe rook f6. Okay, this is not really helping, I thought. Like too many unpleasant discoveries, I think. And rook f4, winning that queen. Give me that queen. Would really love to take your queen, sir. Okay, he flags, but the game was also winning. Not an amazing game by any means. I think this was actually quite a bad game on my end, but that's just because the position was really, really strange. The idea, by the way, was if g takes, I wanted d, and like d, bishop c5. This I think was working with check and queen h4, and then bishop g4. And okay, I mean, rook f3 only moved to defend, but very tricky position. Okay, I mean, in order to keep this game super clean, I was supposed to take there and play knight d7, and it's actually... Yeah, I think he'll most likely, I don't know what, play d4 or... Okay, d4 blunders a piece, so maybe not that, but... Should just go back and knight f6, as this is just like a very nice position to play as black. Very solid, he's got weak king. This is generally easy win for black in practical play. Looks like it's gonna be a Caro Kann. Let's see what they've got for us. Looks like it's gonna be the advance. With g4, gonna be using bishop e4, and on e6 we have queen d6. Forgot how this goes. I think h5, as far as I can remember. But okay, when they go g5, it's just... this doesn't make any sense for white. From my perspective and in my humble opinion, I don't really understand what this setup is about. Just looks super anti-positional, but maybe it's close to equal. Like, he gets the knight to f4, maybe bishop f5. I think we've faced something similar before, and I was able to get a pretty smooth win. Maybe knight f4 could play knight f5 and allow him to take the bishop. That is also doable. Okay, I mean, opponent plays this, and now going into the tank. What is so crazy that I played that you need to think? I don't get it. Okay, let's just try knight f5. I mean, just having fun with it. Bishop f5 was the good move, let's say, but how bad can this be? Like, if I can get bishop e7 short castle, I think it's even better. And yeah, like bishop h3 taking on f5, I'm sure not worse there. So yeah, this I think can get pressure on the f file and also pressure in the center with knight 6 and the good knight on f5. So this looks amazing for black, in my opinion. Okay, I mean, not everything that looks really is, but I think we should have the initiative. I mean, he's got like king in the center, just played rook h3. We're one move away from completing development while striking in the center. I think we should be optimistic about our chances here. Just knight c6, putting pressure on the d4 pawn. He's gonna have to make an uncomfortable bishop takes on f5 sooner or later, and of course taking with the rook. That is really the only move that makes any sense in the position. And just knight c6, could play queen b6 as well, but this is good enough. In dc we have knight e5, and okay, could play cd, queen b6 and double up on the f file. Could go queen b6 directly. That looks better. And on like knight b3 we have c4, winning pawn on b2 maybe. And if dc, again, then just take with the bishop and d5 will drop. Maybe has to play, okay, I don't know, queen b3. So cd, queen b6, ab, cd. Okay, I mean, generally we answer this with c4 and just play that endgame. Have to check though, maybe he's trying to set up a fortress, like queen b6, ab6, a3, b5 and rook c1. Not sure we can break that position. I mean, we should be breaking somehow, according to the common sense rules of chess, but okay, I mean, just play this and just play a long game, hope he'll blunder somehow. Ooh, queen c2, I mean, wasn't expecting this one. I guess just queen one step back and gonna be pushing the b pawn. Oh, what is this? I mean, I can... Jesus, I had that in mind. I was just shocked by his queen c2 move. I mean, just take the pawn on e5. Okay, luckily this should also be mating after he castles, but insane stuff that I don't take on e5. With knight d3 coming, that was That was a big miss there. But okay, just gonna move on. If they go knight g3, we can just sack the exchange, I feel like. Okay, taking, he's got queen g6, maybe, rook e3, knight h5. Looks like it's giving some kind of attack, so not interested in that. bc, could also go b3. This game now became a total mess for no reason. Of course. Let's do bc. So rook f3, I mean this time queen g6, rook e3, knight h5. We've got like bishop h5 and that looks winning. I mean queen g6, we've got bishop a3 at that point. Okay, this has to be winning. Is it winning? I think it should be. Take on h3, knight f6, king f8. I'm begging we don't get mated. Queen h7, queen f7. Check king e7. I mean, still not easy at all. Insane. Queen h7 or queen h5 is still pretty testing. Okay, even rook f1 looks interesting. Wow. What is this? Okay, I'm losing. Yeah, I think I'm losing this game. Crazy stuff. Trying to swindle, but should be lost. Okay, what is this? Okay, I think now we're winning. Yeah, he resigned. Jesus Christ, what a game. I'm for sure lost at the end, but we've managed to swindle it. Not a game that I'm proud of. So okay, knight f5, I knew it's bad, but I just wanted to have fun. Just bishop f5 or c5 and much better for black already from move 10. This is just a stupid line. Crazy that people play like this against the Caro Kann. To me, it's just mind-blowing. Okay, I mean, I had most comfortable game ever, and I do such a silly blunder there. Oh, by the way, I don't know how I not consider queen a6. And yeah, endgame was a fortress, I guess. I tried to evaluate, but I think objectively should be a draw. But yeah, I mean, here just take on e5 and he simply resigns. Knight is coming into d3. Can't take as the bishop drops. And I mean, I've seen that before, but I just was shocked that he played queen c2. Like queen b6 was such an automatic move. Okay, after b5, he's getting the exchange. He's still like lost. He should be dead lost here. Okay, if I don't take on e3, if I start queen a5, obviously. And I went for this. Okay, bishop c1 is apparently a draw. But I don't know how this is a draw. Okay, with king c1 and perpetual, and now it was he was just getting mated after rook g3 and mate on g2. That's why he resigned. So okay, I mean, this one was getting really close, but somehow played bishop c1. I think I played it with my last second. Yeah, I had like 5 seconds left. Thanks a lot for making it this far into the video, and if you're looking for more content, make sure to check out some of the previous episodes from the same series.